Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody to our daily live stream. We're back again with another live video. We're going to be talking about what is potentially the beginning of a very bullish crypto move. Now, we can't be too certain yet, but we're going to look into the chart. We can see that we made an attempt for 20K plus here. We actually did manage to get above that. And that's something that we're going to be talking about, okay? Because now the market is looking fairly flat. It's trying to move higher, and we're going to talk about, can that happen? I personally believe, yes, absolutely, we are going to see a pump here. So we can't be 100% certain, right? Because the market has been very volatile, and a lot of the attempts higher have failed, right? In fact, even in the short term here, this attempt failed, but I am remaining confident that we are seeing some stability here. And it looks like cryptos and stocks want to get a pump here, okay? I'm always referring to how stocks are moving to help indicate where we're going to be going for crypto. And in fact, when we got this pump here on Bitcoin, okay, which is actually was a pretty substantial pump. You know, this was an over 6% pump from the prices here. And I actually made a TikTok. Now you can go ahead and follow me on there, link in the description of this video. I started posting videos early this morning. I made a little video kind of maybe celebrating too early, right? We're above 20K, up 6%. Also up over 6% on Ethereum, and unfortunately that didn't hold, but I still remain confident that we are going to get a breakout and a bounce here, a pretty substantial bounce actually, probably sometime this week. You know, it could be as early as tomorrow based on how futures are looking, which are pretty green right now, but I think within the next week or two we're going to be substantially higher here for most cryptos, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, if I had to guess, I'd say above 22, maybe even 24K for Bitcoin, and for Ethereum probably back above $1,500. So this could be very, very bullish indeed. And we have a huge amount of news pieces to talk about today. Really interesting stuff here. FTX US actually won the auction for Voyager Digital's assets, and they're actually on a bit of a buying spree where SBF also wants to potentially buy Celsius assets. So I don't know what you all think of this. It's definitely very interesting, but I don't want there to be one big monopoly in crypto. So that's something that could be annoying if it ends up happening, but I thought it was worthy news to talk about. And of course, we will also talk about what's going on with Ethereum. The ETH proof of work token, also known as ETHW, saw a pretty substantial move higher recently, but I don't know how much that's going to last. Okay, one of the reasons for this is ETH proof of work is a little bit of a repetitive token due to the fact that there's already Ethereum Classic, which is basically just that, and the amount of backing they have, their overall project timeline and roadmap is very, very iffy to me. Okay, it's not too clear how they plan on becoming anything major. Maybe I'm mistaken somewhere. If you know more information, let us know in the comments down below, but that's also something that we can talk about in this video. Now, if you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure to go follow me there. That's where I post all my live updates. So you can find a link to all my social media, including my new TikTok page, in the link in the description below. And we're going to be jumping into what's happening, the moves that we're seeing amongst all these cryptocurrencies. And I want to say a huge thank you to our initial live 5 viewers here. Thank you so much for joining us. And I also want to let you know that we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. So I really appreciate your support here with me today on the stream. Of course, make sure to support it even more by hitting that like button and subscribing if you haven't already. We also got our first comment here from Mexican Charlie Lee, pretty funny name there. Can LTC get to all-time high again soon with the halving coming up in less than a year? So it looks like we got a Litecoin fan. Actually, very interesting comment, just because I haven't been paying that much attention to Litecoin. I will say this though. Now I want to cover Bitcoin and Ethereum first in more detail, but it is worthy to mention a coin like Litecoin, right? This was a coin that used to be in the big 3 at one point. And of course, a very old coin as well. Since 2013, I always respect these older coins. It has moved higher since it started, you know, several years ago now. And also, historically, whenever Litecoin has been at around $50 or so, a little bit lower than that even, it's been a very, very good buying opportunity long term, okay? Because this is a coin that does tend to move very well in the bull markets, especially as Bitcoin goes higher. And you'll see that, and in fact, unlike XRP, for example, which no shade to XRP, I think XRP is going to do amazing in the next bull market, but you'll see that it actually managed to break above its previous high a little bit. So that is a pretty bullish sign. And to be honest, we've long been awaiting a $500 Litecoin. And I think that can happen, right? So there's an absolute potential for a 10x here. I would consider Litecoin a pretty safe bet. Okay, that's not financial advice, but some people refer to it as the silver of crypto. And in a way, based on how it moves, that is a pretty accurate description, I'd say. So you have to remember, it can be a sleepy coin when there's not much going on in crypto, but that's also where you get kind of the best prices on Litecoin, where you can get this at a steal. And, you know, buying it at $50, I'm really thinking, what is the major risk with something like that, right? I would personally say there's actually very little risk with getting Litecoin at $50 based on the historical pattern. Okay, and once again, that's just my personal opinion, not financial advice. We can always come back to it later in this video, but like I wanted to say, first off, we're going to focus on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we finally got more viewers in the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're now at 8 live viewers covering Bitcoin and Ethereum and the potential to get a price pump. Okay, so we saw Bitcoin make an attempt about a 6% move higher today, and it is holding above $19,000, which is good. And like I said, I think in the next week or two we are going to get a pretty substantial breakout here, the breakout that we've kind of been waiting for, because we want to test the 200-day moving average. Okay, I really have a hard time seeing how we're not going to test the 100-day moving average, and I'll go ahead and clean up this Ethereum chart here, but we're referring to this red moving average right over here. Okay, so that is what I'm talking about for price target levels in the short to medium term on many of these cryptos. And of course, if you don't know that much about technical analysis, please refer to my technical analysis master course. It comes with a full 30-day money back guarantee, and it's less than $20. You're not going to find a course like this anywhere else. Over 15 video lessons in it, and very happy students from the reviews. So make sure to check that out. Link in the description below. Now, talking about Ethereum here, Ethereum didn't get as substantial of a bounce as Bitcoin, which is interesting. And actually, for the record, I think that's a little bit of a good thing. Why is that a good thing? Because I think by all means, Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin. However, if Bitcoin really turns back on here, and like when I posted my TikTok video earlier, when Bitcoin was above $20,000, right, it had a pretty substantial move. The more Bitcoin goes higher, the better it is for the entire crypto market. Okay, so it is not bad for Ethereum if Bitcoin outperforms it in the short term. I think Ethereum will very much catch up to it. In fact, just based on the technicals, okay, to get back to the 200-day moving average, we have a nice 50% bounce here for Ethereum, and of course, right back to the all-time highs, also some pretty substantial price action to get higher. So it could be very, very worthwhile potentially dollar cost averaging into some of the better coins like Ethereum, etc., Bitcoin, even XRP at this current point in time. And once again, that's not financial advice. I'm just sharing my opinion and all the years of experience that I have in the crypto space. So hopefully, you know, you're getting the best information possible. Okay, now I want you all to let me know in the comments down below if you think this is going to be the moment where we get you know, a recovery, at least a short to medium term recovery. We'll have to see thereafter how it's acting, right? Because once we get back to the 200-day moving average, which at this point I think we're due for a reattempt at that, and the market looks like it does want it, like I said, take a look at the futures. Okay, now the thing is, see, there's a lot of volatility in the futures market for stocks, and that's also causing volatility for crypto. So what do I mean by that? When I started this video, we were at 0.3% higher. Now we fell back down a bit. Okay, the more volatility it is, the harder it's making it for Bitcoin and Ethereum to hold the gains. Okay, so in fact, perfect example of this, right? Once again, this has to do with technical analysis trading. You can see this big long upper wick. Okay, that means that the price went up here, and as you can see, right, we almost tested our downtrend line, right? So we really want to break above this downtrend line to get that move back towards our 200-day moving average target. And also keep in mind, right, the more we wait here, now it is kind of scary because we're near the edge of support. However, the closer the 200-day moving average gets, the easier it will be to test it for one, and then to break above it also. So it isn't a bad thing that we're taking our time here and consolidating a bit. It's much better than, you know, losing support and dropping lower. So like I said, right, we made an attempt almost to hit that downtrend line, but that didn't hold, right? It got sold off. Now, like I said, I'm still quite bullish here. We're seeing a lot of flattening out on the Bollinger Bands, on the moving averages. Everything is gearing up towards at least the setup to then move us higher. Okay, so we need to see how it moves in the next few days. if we're able to get some kind of nice stock futures or stock market pump, that's going to probably cause a direct pump in crypto as well. And I want to thank our live 11 viewers here. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. I've been loving doing these live streams, and I'm going to keep doing them as regularly as possible for all of you. Please remember that your comments are greatly appreciated and welcome. We're a community here. We like to discuss with each other. These live streams are meant to interact, so don't be shy. If you have any questions or things you want to say about the crypto market, let me know. And if there's any specific coins you want me to cover, let me know as well. Also, I've been doing this thing where I've been showing you the best performers in the last 24 hours and in the last 7 days. Guess which is the number one, okay, in the top 100, the number one best performer, okay? It's going to be Quant. Now, Quant is a very interesting crypto. It has a pretty big fan base as well. And I'm going to be probably making 1 or 2 separate additional videos today, later in the day. But Quant, if we go ahead and take a look here, okay, it has been really, trading like an absolute champion, okay? So yes, we did get a big pullback, but now we've been on not only a move higher, but a steady uptrend, which is very, very rare right now for most cryptos. We're above the 200-day moving average. In fact, we're above all major moving average indicators. And guess what we just did today? We canceled the head and shoulders pattern, okay? And we actually are breaking out right now as we speak. So this looks like it's really wanting to at least test $150 before it might start slowing down. And I think it'll have no problem going back to $400 and above as the new bull market comes around, okay? Huge amount of increasing buying volume, another very bullish signal. We're just breaking out above the 70 line, so this is kind of confirming the breakout here on high volume. It's a picture perfect setup for a breakout. And like I said, what I drew here in green, right, these little bumps, this is the head and shoulders pattern. As soon as we broke above this level right here, $116, $115, we basically canceled this potentially bearish pattern and confirmed higher price targets, okay? So basically, this is exactly what we wanted to see play out for Quant, and hopefully we're going to see this type of price action on more coins out there, which, like I said, is kind of what I'm expecting at this point in time, okay? And we always need to keep an eye on Bitcoin, see, can it get back above 20,000, preferably 21 or 22,000, and hold those price levels, okay? The higher we hold, the more likely it is that we end up not only testing the 200-day moving average, but also breaking above it. Now, we're going to be looking at some of your comments here. We got Singh Multani here saying, do you think 12 to 15K BTC possibly in near term? Now, it's hard to say, right? Because right now we're consolidating and it can move either way based on where we break either to the downside or the upside. Is it possible? Absolutely. Okay, we are in a very sketchy market and a very volatile market. And if we lose this last support level right here, I talked about it many times for the Bitcoin chart. Okay, I'm referring to this previous little double bottom here formation engulfing candle that we had, which was at $17,600. If we move below that, we're gonna probably see, I feel very confident with that, 15 to 12K BTC, something like that, okay? However, that's not confirmed yet, as right now we're still in this range, in this little triangle formation. And based on what I'm seeing playing out with stocks where they dropped so much, we're seeing the futures come back up here. In fact, when I film this little TikTok here, stock futures were across the board well up over a full percent, okay? So that just goes to show you kind of how much buyers are on the sideline ready to jump back in full force and buy up these assets, okay? And just to take a look at some of the other strong outperformers here in the last 24 hours, 7 days, we have coins like Uniswap, a coin that I absolutely love at these prices. This is a coin that could easily become a $50 billion plus market cap. It's a direct competitor to centralized exchanges. So very interesting, model there. And also performing very well, right? Whenever the crypto market gets a bounce, Uniswap tends to sometimes even outperform that, okay? We also have ENS, one of my favorite decentralized apps, actually probably my favorite decentralized application of all time. This could change the entire internet. This could change social media as we know it. It allows basically like .coms, but for .eth. Okay, so for example, I don't know, jack.eth, therighttrader.eth, etc., etc. Okay, I made a video on how to register these .eth domains. You can find that on my channel. And this is a coin that's also performing very well. Okay, the fact that we have you know, 2 if not 3 here with quant ERC20 based tokens that are outperformers here in the last 24 hours. Makes me think we will most definitely see a pump on Ethereum very soon. Okay, and that's why I keep telling you, even if Bitcoin does end up getting a bigger bounce in the shorter term, I really have a hard time seeing how Ethereum is not going to catch up to that. Okay, its network is just too valuable. It has too many major applications. I always pull up the DeFi Llama chart here with the total value locked, and look at this, folks. I knew we were going to see this. Right now, I want to let you all know, okay, please listen to what I'm saying. Ethereum is hugely being underpriced in the short term, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Look at this. I hadn't even looked at this. I refreshed it. You saw how much TVL went up on Ethereum. This is the total value lock. This helps us judge how high the market cap of Ethereum should be. And guess what? If we look at that chart on DeFi Llama, you're going to see we got a pretty substantial bounce here, okay? Now, this might not seem like nothing, but we literally moved $4 billion basically in the last day or two, okay? So there's a lot of money coming back into Ethereum, and I think that we're going to see the price follow higher in line exactly with what we're seeing. Okay, look at what happened with Uniswap here. 90% change just in the last 7 days. In the last day, an 84% change. Okay, do you see what's going on? People are falling back into the market and buying up these assets. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So we're seeing a lot of green here in the last 7 days for protocols on Ethereum. And of course, right, we want all these networks to also do well. So we can take a look at some other networks, see where the money is going. You know, Polygon, Solana, Polygon doing pretty well here, of course, as Ethereum is going higher. But right now, Ethereum is heavily outperforming the rest. And guess what? Ethereum will probably continue to forever outperform the rest just because of the quality of the applications that's on its network. It's fully functional. You know, it is a fail-proof network in my opinion. Okay, now you always need to be careful. This is still crypto. Hacks, etc. can happen anywhere. But if there's anywhere where I feel safe having most of my money, it's on the Ethereum network, okay? And once again, that's not financial advice. That's just my personal opinion. That's just to kind of show you how the money moves in crypto and where it's going, okay? So listen to what I'm saying. You saw me show this. Other YouTubers are not showing you that. Right now, they're probably hiding in a corner during the bear market. I'm right here with you, making super smart moves. And that's why hopefully you subscribe to this channel and turn on these bell notifications. But right now, we're up almost 15% in the last 24 hours in TVL on Ethereum. That's absolutely huge. Okay, so yes, getting a 10% pump higher, even 15%, even 20% in the next week, even the next day or two, it's absolutely possible. Okay, and right now we also have the global cryptocurrency market cap skyrocketing higher. Okay, I believe the last video I made we were around 950 billion. Now we're back up to 973 billion dollars. I am expecting this to move back above $1 trillion in global cryptocurrency market cap. Okay, and just to show you how small the global cryptocurrency market cap is compared to other assets, the S&P 500 has over $35 trillion in global market cap. And you know, we have things like individual stocks such as Apple, which I believe are almost at or above $2 trillion in market cap as well. Okay, that's just to show you that we can add trillions of dollars in market cap to crypto, especially to some of the bigger networks like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, if you enjoy this type of content, smash that like button and subscribe for more. Turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss these live streams that are absolutely packed with value. Okay, and big thank you to all our regular viewers on the stream. I'm still waiting to see your comments here. Thank you to Mexican Charlie Lee and Singh Multani for your comments. Anybody else who drops comments, I will make sure to read them. And also you can support this live stream even more by considering giving a super chat like one of our regular viewers, Brandon, did last stream. That helps support the channel even more. Okay, we're now going to go back to some of the news pieces here. We talked about FTX, you know, buying up Voyager digital assets, possibly Celsius assets as well. And there's a lot of interesting stuff, right? The CEO of Celsius, Alex Mashinsky, has now officially departed from the exchange. Okay, now other interesting bits, and look at this, futures are moving higher as we speak. I'm sure that's going to follow directly over to crypto by the end of this live stream. We're already seeing some hints of that on Bitcoin. But as I'm saying, okay, look at all the bullish news we're seeing. Okay, we're now seeing major countries move to crypto for international payments. Okay, so this is also something that could add billions if not trillions of dollars to some of the bigger networks like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And of course, this is going to have a ripple effect across the crypto market. That's going to be bullish for many other coins, including XRP and even smaller altcoins out there. Okay, things like Chainlink, very, very good coin right now. Okay, Chainlink is a coin that almost always uptrends, funny enough. And it actually, for the first time ever, had one of its biggest pullbacks. I don't think this is going to last. Okay, I think that this is a coin that's going to go right back up to the all-time high, which, by the way, that's a very big price move back to the all-time high on such a major crypto like this. And I think this is a coin that'll go above $100 on the next bull market. I do truly believe that. Okay, so huge price potential for coins like that. We're going to be keeping an eye on things like Ethereum Classic, right? The OG proof of work coins, see how those move. Right now, not performing the best. You know, there's going to be a lot of interest in proof of stake after the successful Ethereum merge. We're seeing Terra Luna start to stabilize, so this might be the bottom, you know, for Terra Luna. I called that we're going to get a big drop, but now it's looking like it's stabilizing. So I think this could actually stabilize and start moving higher. You know, I think Terra Luna Classic, this chain that's not really associated now with Do Kwon, this chain could do very well. Okay, you know, it might not ever be as big as it once was, but I think it's going to remain a pretty big cryptocurrency, probably above $5 billion in market cap on the next bull run at the very least. Okay, we're not seeing that much going on with NFTs and metaverse coins like the Sandbox, Decentraland, but I'm sure that's going to be hot on the next bull market. So these are probably at very discounted prices right now as well. So let me know if you agree with me. What do you think about these metaverse / NFT based tokens? I'd be very interested to hear your opinion on those in the comment down below. Okay, so please, I would really love to hear that. And that's going to also help me understand more your opinion and maybe if I'm missing anything. But I'd be very interested to hear what you think about that. Okay. Otherwise, we got some of the bigger ERC20 tokens, things like Aave. These are probably going to be pretty steady and do well as more money comes into Ethereum. And we'll also be keeping an eye on some of the smaller old hot coins such as Phantom, see if this network can recover from everything that happened and, you know, kind of go back to where it was, because this is one of the most functional networks out there, by the way. I love Phantom, one of the best networks out there with Ethereum and Avalanche. So, by the way, interesting Ethereum name service. Okay, this is very bullish for Ethereum. Huge amount of money in this. Now an official top 100 coin as of right now. Okay, so I think this is going to go flying up the rankings, probably into the top 50 very soon. This could even do it during the bear market. I own a lot of .eth domains, and the activity with those domains and with those assets, even during the bear market, is like nothing I've ever seen before. Okay, which is pretty insane in my opinion. Now, other things to talk about. Bitcoin gains 5% to reclaim 20K. That was this morning when I made the TikTok earlier in the morning. And this is just interesting, right? We're eyeing the first green September since 2016. Okay, so we might break a pattern here and actually see a positive month here, or especially next month is what I'm thinking, for Bitcoin and of course the rest of the cryptocurrency market. Okay, so I am thinking that this looks like a very likely scenario for me, and of course, you know, we're seeing a lot go on for Ethereum as well. Now take a look at this news. This is very bullish news here that I wanted to talk about. And I am actually quite optimistic with this news that we're seeing right now. By the way, let me know if the stream is running smoothly, my audio, my video. That'll really help me know if I'm doing a good job. So let me know down in the comments below here. We're only at 2 live viewers. I want to see more people in the stream. A lot of people missing out on some very good content in my opinion, but it is what it is, right? We can't always have the highest numbers. However, if you do want to help support the stream by hitting that like button, maybe leaving a comment, that would be greatly appreciated. And of course, please remember, folks, you can always share this live stream with your friends, anybody who's interested in crypto. Help them get the best information out there. Okay, so make sure to share this live stream with them as well. Every time I ask you to do that, I see an instant jump up in live viewers, and I really want us to try and beat our previous record of 50 live viewers. Now, this news right here: Robinhood debuts Web3 crypto wallet to 10K customers. Beta version supports Polygon. Why is this a big deal? Well, first off, Robinhood is a pretty mainstream company. Okay, so that can bring you know, millions, tens of millions of users into crypto who are maybe partially invested in crypto, or maybe had never really experienced the whole DeFi space, having a Web3 wallet integrated, okay, with their service is a big deal. Now, what I also like about that, it looks like it's a non-custodial Web3 wallet, which is great, and it's supporting Polygon, okay? So I think this is going to bring a huge amount of money into Ethereum and also Polygon. Polygon has some of the biggest partnerships out there with major companies, and I think this will probably become, if we go back to DeFi Llama here, you know, this could probably bypass BSC or become, you know, a top 3 biggest crypto network out there, okay? So I think Polygon is also being heavily undervalued here during this little bear market. Matic Polygon is actually my second biggest crypto holding, which you know, might surprise some, but it is such an amazing network that you know, I put my money there, and I think it's going to go right back to the all-time highs. I think this is going to become a $20 coin eventually, if you've seen my price predictions on this coin, which of course you can always go check them out on my channel. But yes, I do really think this is going to become a $20 plus coin in the long term. So getting in at these sub $1 prices is obviously a steal, in my opinion. Not financial advice. And also, please remember, this is a proof of stake coin with pretty big staking rewards, so that is an added benefit as well. In fact, most of the coins that I'm holding right now are proof of stake coins, okay? And I'm just throwing them in staking and waiting and sees what happens, okay? And when you're doing that, it adds a couple benefits. First off, you're not too worried about trading them. You're holding them for the long term. You're getting paid passive income through the staking rewards, and you know that you're holding very good assets, okay? At least that's what I think with coins like Solana, Avalanche, Matic, etc., etc. You're holding the best of the best. I also really like Tron as well, okay? Now, keep in mind, I officially think no coin in terms of proof of stake decentralized applications is going to bypass Ethereum, okay? Ethereum is on a tier of its own. However, you know, Ethereum is already a pretty big coin. We don't know how much it's going to move in the next 10 years. Some of the smaller coins could end up moving a little bit more, okay? But Ethereum is going to be probably the safest bet in terms of diversification of portfolio. You know, I should actually probably hold more Ethereum. I barely hold any, but I am indirectly holding Ethereum through NFTs through my .eth domain. So keep in mind, what I like with Ethereum is this is a network where you can really do things with it, okay? You don't just have to have Ethereum sitting there in your wallet. You can trade with it. You can do DeFi stuff, you know, Aave, NFTs, .eth domains, and you know, most of those NFTs .eth domains, they're priced in Ethereum, okay, which means that you can make Ethereum literally during the bear market, and you can choose to, of course, hold it or sell it, but that depends on your strategy. However, it's just pretty amazing that all that is possible. And guess what that creates? That creates a huge amount of backbone for Ethereum, okay? That almost creates a floor price for Ethereum because you have so much going on with it behind the scenes on the actual network itself that people need Ethereum, okay? They need to use Ethereum to pay for fees. They need it to transact. They need it to buy NFTs, etc., etc. That's something that, for example, other coins, even Bitcoin, doesn't necessarily have that as much, okay? So Ethereum is, of course, you know, one of the top dog coins and probably will be forever. And Bitcoin, unfortunately, a little bit of a grandpa coin at this point, but it also has its legacy value, okay? Proof of work, it's one of the very few coins that are still true to what a crypto is supposed to be. So also, big money is going to choose Bitcoin as well, okay? Even at these bigger market cap levels, you know, the first crypto to hit $1 trillion, probably going to be Bitcoin, okay? And I think Ethereum and Bitcoin are probably going to end up, you know, holding an even bigger part of the market share in the years to come in the next crypto bull run. That might surprise some people, but if I go over here to our calculator, okay, I did this a while ago, you can see the dominance of Bitcoin and Ethereum up here. So 37.7% of this global cryptocurrency market cap that you see here is Bitcoin. And if I go ahead and add Ethereum's market cap dominance, we are at 54%, okay? To be honest, I could see these two coins eating up 60 to even 70% of the global cryptocurrency market cap in the years to come, just based on how valuable their networks are. Okay, which isn't a bad thing because the rest of the crypto will grow with it. But it's important to know, if you don't hold Bitcoin or Ethereum, you may want to think twice. Okay, and you know, that's something that can even be said for myself. You know, missing out on Bitcoin and Ethereum or not having any is very, very risky in my opinion. Okay, and I'm just sharing you my thoughts. This is not financial advice, but I do want to mention that just because not holding one of these coins means that you could miss out on some of the bigger coins in some of the bigger coins in crypto in the years to come. Okay, and of course, when you're holding these type of coins, it's a little bit more stress-free. Okay, you know that you're holding something that's probably going to be around in 15-20 years. Now we have a comment from one of our regular viewers here, Wilhelm Leibniz, and he's saying, I still don't have Matic and am kicking myself. Well, to be fair, once again, not financial advice, but I mean, if there's any time to get some pretty decent prices, it's probably right now at around, you know, below 75 cents. That's a very good deal for Matic in my opinion. If we see a flip lower for Bitcoin and ETH, you know, if we go below $1,000 on Ethereum, if we go below $15,000 on Bitcoin, then yes, we will probably hit or go below 50 cents for Polygon. But right now, like we're talking about, okay, with the futures moving even more green as we speak, and I bet you they're going to continue to do so, and we're going to see probably cryptos follow. Okay, you know, you don't want to wait for the peak bottom and then miss out on the whole thing. Okay, it's probably safer to dollar cost average. That's just my own personal opinion. Now, please keep it up with the comments. I absolutely love when you are interacting with me. So big thank you to all the people commenting, and please hit that like button if you're enjoying these live streams packed with value. And keeping up with the comments, we got Ioannis Gionolis saying, hey mate, can you tell me your 3 best long-term coins? Okay, great comment from Gionolis here. Now, thank you for that comment. And he's asking, what are the 3 best long-term coins in my opinion? Now, there's a whole bunch of different ways you can look at this, okay? Because you need to keep different things in mind. Are you looking for pure upside potential? Okay, in that case, you're going to want to go with smaller coins, right? Things like Sushi Swap, which I own quite a bit of now. You know, that's a coin that can really go flying 20x plus in the next bull market. Okay, there's coins like Cadena that could also be very interesting, but those comes with higher risk, higher reward. Okay, so even though those coins are very, very interesting in terms of, you know, the percentage gain that's possible, we don't know how stable they're going to be. They could have a lot of volatility. So what I want to say more importantly, okay, is look at some of the bigger coins. If you want something long term, the 3 best coins, really there's no reason to focus on anything else than the top 20 coins in my opinion. Maybe you could go a little bit more to 25, etc., maybe 30, but you don't need to go that far out. Okay, so it's very easy. Now, if you like Bitcoin, if you like the legacy factor of Bitcoin, what it stands for, proof of work, then of course that's a very good pick for the long term. Okay, it's also a very good asset to collateralize. If you want to take a loan on your Bitcoin, etc., Bitcoin is going to be one of the better coins to do this, due to the fact that it's a more stable crypto, especially in the long term. Now, keep in mind that comes with some very big additional risk factors, but it's something to keep in mind, and that's why Bitcoin is going to reach over $1 trillion in market cap, in my opinion. The ability to collateralize it easily, etc. It's a very similar story for Ethereum. However, I'd say if you're looking for, you maybe have a smaller portfolio, you really want to max out the gains, you can probably stick with Ethereum. Okay, and then after that, it depends on your own like I said, kind of preference for which coins to hold. Okay, example, BNB is a very, very big deal. It's a whole network in itself, one of the biggest networks out there. Actually, you can go ahead and look up the BSC chain, the Binance Smart Chain. Of course, Binance is one of my favorite exchanges. If you're interested in trading cryptos at some of the lowest fees, and a very, very safe exchange, in my opinion, that's pretty much the only exchange that I use in terms of decentralized exchanges on a regular basis. It's Binance, and you can find a link to Binance in the link in the description. Now, Binance could also become a $1 trillion plus coin. Okay, so this is another safer bet here. It's very similar to Ethereum. XRP also going to be a pretty good coin here for some extra stability as well. It tends to be a coin that is range bound instead of dropping too much. So that's also a very good coin here. So we're talking about Ethereum, potentially a coin like Solana even. And like I said, right, it kind of depends you know, how diversified you want to be. If you want to be very Ethereum based, if you want to pick, you know, 3 of the best, for example, layer 2 protocols, it depends how you want to do it, but I'd say stick to those top 20 coins. I love Avalanche long term. My number 1 biggest holding in crypto is Avalanche, AVAX token. So you know, this is a coin that saw a monstrous drop after the bull market ended. In fact, let me show you how much move higher there is to the all-time highs. And by the way, just so you know, Avalanche is at very low prices right now, right? Even historically. So in terms of that price drop that we saw on such a major network that is one of the most functional networks, that's an 84% drop based on where we're at now. That's a pretty big deal. I don't think that is a logical drop for a coin as functional and a network as functional as AVAX. Okay, so also one of my number 1 picks in terms of decentralized applications, DeFi blockchain networks. Okay, now I want to see some more comments from you here. Let me know which coins, other coins, you want me to cover during this live stream. I'd be greatly appreciative of that. And I want to thank our live 7 viewers here. We're not done with the stream yet. We also got a huge amount of likes, so thank you so much, everybody. And yes, we got some more comments here. So Wilhelm is saying, I'm always looking for deep picks. Bought some Coty. Okay, so what he's talking about here is what I was mentioning before, where depending on, you know, if you want to max out your gains potentially on the next bull market, you're going to be wanting to go for some more obscure, maybe smaller coins. That can be a coin like Coty. Okay, Coty is I don't even really want to go into the details of it's kind of like XRP in a way, but basically just looking at the price chart, okay, you can see that it has a lot of upside potential, and this is only $100 million market cap coin, meaning that, you know, if this goes to $2, $3, $4, $5 billion in market cap on the next bull market for whatever reason, if you believe it, etc., it actually has a pretty nice uptrend going on in the long term. Then, you know, we're talking about major gains that you might not be able to see on other blockchain networks. Okay, you know, $5 billion, that would be a 5,000% move for Coty. So that's just kind of how you can look at these things depending on what you're focused on. Maybe some people are more focused on the safety aspect, then you could literally just do 50% Bitcoin, 50% ETH, right? But it just depends on how you want to play this out, how much diversification you want, maybe which coins you want to support, etc. Okay, I can't make that decision for you. None of this is financial advice, so please be careful. And we got some more comments here. Gianno is looking, what is your opinion on Monero? And then he wrote in parentheses XRP. So that's not the ticker for Monero. And we talked about XRP a lot, but I will talk about Monero. This is a coin that is very different from most coins out there. Okay, it's a top 30. It's a very old coin as well, proof of work coin. And this coin is actually a privacy coin. Now, look at this. We're actually still much higher than where we were before, still about a 3x from our previous bear market low. So I do kind of like the setup now. Unfortunately, it wasn't a coin that managed to break out above its previous all-time high. So that's kind of what happened to XRP. However, this is a picture perfect cup and handle formation. This is the handle over here that we're seeing. And by the way, if you don't know these technical analysis patterns, please take a look at my technical analysis master course. I keep repeating this. You can try this risk-free for 30 days. Literally, you will get your money back if you're not satisfied, and it's less than $20. Okay, so if you want to invest in some information, then definitely check this out. Here's what you'll learn: technical analysis, charting, candlesticks, how to set up your charts, how to spot trends, buying and selling opportunities, advanced trading indicators. I have a whole explanation on cup and handle formations. So please, guys, do yourself the favor and check this out. Check out the link in the description below. I have great reviews on this course, so you can feel confident trying this 100% risk-free with that 30-day money-back guarantee. And I wouldn't be having this guarantee if I wasn't sure that you were going to be satisfied. Okay, so make sure to check that out. Link in the description below. I'm telling you this because we're seeing all these patterns here, and I can actually go ahead and pull up the Monero chart here in more detail and draw out this candlestick for you, for maybe people who don't know technical analysis as much. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Okay, it's going to be something that's very interesting to take a look at. And sorry, I mistyped the ticker of Monero. XMR is the ticker, so let's go ahead and take a look at that here. So as I was saying, okay, actually perfect. I had this drawn out previously, so I don't even need to redraw this. But basically here, you're going to see what looks like a teacup, okay? If you pay attention to this big circle that I drew in, half circle that I drew in green here, okay, that's the cup formation. And then with the cup and handle formation, now keep in mind, these can be bigger or smaller depending on which time frame we are, etc. This has been playing out over the course of years, okay, which is not a bad thing. In fact, that adds more validity to the pattern that we're seeing. However, the key thing to know here is that we have not lost, okay, we have not lost, let me repeat that one more time. We have not lost or broken out of this cup and handle formation. In fact, we're picture perfect still in it. And we also have some pretty bullish signs, most likely that we may have already bottomed out at around $115 here, okay? That may have been the bottom for this cup and handle formation. So what happens is you get the cup, this is typical, okay? And then you get the next piece of the formation, which is basically a pullback, okay? That forms the handle of the teacup, if you will. And basically, right, you're seeing this pullback, this little downtrend. Well, guess what? We're actually starting to break above this this downtrend line, and what happens after this is quite simple. We get a massive breakout higher, okay, where we take out the two previous all-time highs, and then another technical analysis thing that you can do to estimate how high the price move will be after this, and this might actually be quite hard to see, so I'll go ahead and look at the weekly time frame. You can draw out, okay, a top to bottom vertical line. So what that'll do is it'll tell you approximately, you know, you could do this from literally the bottom of it, or you could even take it from here, maybe our pullback area, bring it up to the neckline, okay, and then you can extend this out to you know, the price target, the price estimation based on what the technicals are telling us is how far we're going to go, okay? So boom, I just put it in, and now let's look at approximately you know, how high that goes up to. Guess what? That's a very logical level for something like Monero XMR, which has previously been right below $500. This technical analysis is telling us that we're going to be heading to $800 pretty much flat. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw $1,000 based on the technicals and this cup and handle formation, okay? Please smash that like button. You're not getting this type of detailed analysis anywhere else on YouTube, and that's why I want you to keep up with me on social media. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on TikTok, link in the description, and please check out my technical analysis master course. You know, if you choose to get this course, you're also helping support the live stream, supporting the channel, and of course you can also support by giving a super chat, okay? It would be greatly appreciated for the content that I give to you on a daily basis. Now, with that being said, we drew out these levels, okay? And for fun here, let's look at something else. Let's look at how big of an actual price move this is. Now, I'm having trouble even putting this all in one spot here on the chart. Let's see if this helps. So basically, right, if I manage to get this, you know, in a small enough looking thing, we can see here that the actual price move in terms of upside potential here is going to be well over 500%, you know, to $800, potentially $800 plus, based on what the technicals are showing us with this beautiful cup and handle pattern that I fully drew out for Monero, and I even extended our estimate based on the bottom level to the neckline, okay, which is what you do in technical analysis. So hopefully you appreciate this type of detailed analysis. I love covering Monero, so thank you for that comment, journalists. And wow, we have Wilhelm saying I will be purchasing the Udemy course. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the support, Wilhelm, and I'm sure you're going to be satisfied with it. So once you're satisfied, come back in the live stream and let everybody know that you know, I'm not lying here, and that it had the amount of value that I'm saying it has. You know, we have over 15 video lessons, 2.5 hours of on-demand video. And the best part about all this is I wanted to make it affordable, okay? So right now it's less than $20, and to be honest, there's so much value in this that I don't know if I want to keep this at this lower price. I'm thinking about raising it up to $25 or even above. So if you're on the fence line on getting this, you might as well try it out now. And if you're not satisfied, no worries. Take advantage of that 30-day money-back guarantee. You'll get all your money back, okay? So go ahead, check that out on Udemy, link in the description of this video, and then you'll be able to draw stuff like this and really dig in those charts yourself at any time you want to. And you know, what I teach in this course is valid for any chart, okay? Whether it's stocks, crypto, futures, forex, it's all in there, it's all talked about, and these patterns are the same across the board. I really call it the science of charts, okay? And you know, you can see that if you didn't think that technical analysis was real, look at this. Okay, you can literally go ahead and type in on Google cup and handle pattern. Well, guess what we're seeing right here? It's a picture perfect. You could put it in a textbook, cup and handle pattern on the Monero price chart, and it's a multi-year formation, which I actually like these the best because they tend to get some of the biggest breakouts once it happens, and also confirms and validates the pattern, you know, unless we broke out of it, for example, sinking back to 66 bucks, which I don't necessarily see happening at all for Monero here, then the pattern is fully valid and should play out as we talk about. So hopefully, you know, in a few months time, maybe a year or so, I can come back and show you that we indeed broke above that $500 level, and probably will have tested 800, if not 1,000. You know, I long expected Monero to be a coin to maybe even hit $1,500, which would be basically a full 10x here. So that might take more like 5 years, but I do think it's possible. Also, a decently safe coin to hold in the longer term. It is a privacy coin, which comes with some risks. You know, it's not on a bunch of exchanges, so that's something to keep in mind. But it is, of course, on my favorite exchange, Binance, which is why I always say, if you're going to be on these crypto exchanges, there's a lot of exchanges that are untrustworthy. We saw a bunch of exchanges blow up. Okay, you know, I talked about it literally in this video. Voyager Digital absolutely went bust, bankruptcy proceedings, chapter 11. Okay, Celsius, very similar story. That's why you want to stick with the bigger, safer exchanges like Binance. So if you're interested in trading and investing in cryptos, look no further. You can find a link to Binance in the description of this video. Okay, now hit that like button for these live streams packed with value. We're also going to be taking a quick look at that Ethereum proof of work token. Very interesting coin. I'm just interested to see, you know, are we going to see a bigger pump on this? Maybe go back to $50 or not. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll tell you what's happening, but I want to see more factual things going on with this coin. Okay, when you're looking at these coins, you need to look at the roadmap. You need to look at how serious the people behind it are. And right now, I'm just not seeing enough, you know, information. Okay. In fact, I had looked at their white paper, which for those who don't know, are white paper. Now they're calling it a meme. So I don't even know if that's a serious white paper or not. I mean, it literally had nothing in it. So I want to know, you know, what these projects are about. I want to know their long-term plan, et cetera, et cetera. And in fact, I'll make a video probably on Ethereum's long-term roadmap. Okay, it has a lot of stuff ahead to improve the network. You know, kind of the next stop is going to be sharding, and that's something that could finally reduce the amount of fees that we see on the Ethereum network, which right now they're actually pretty low, but we could see them reduced even more, and we could see Ethereum grow into a network that can support 100,000 plus transactions, potentially even more down the line. Okay, so like I said, we talked about these network effects, and you know, the total value locked in these networks, $35 billion currently in Ethereum. Okay, Uniswap, actually the #1 biggest protocol, which is why it's one of my favorite altcoins right now. So you know, if Ethereum goes on a bull run, Uniswap could even outperform Ethereum. There's not that many coins that can do that. Okay, but with that being said, Uniswap is the #1 biggest you know, protocol on Ethereum, with 26% dominance. Okay, I also was wondering why ENS is not in this. It might be harder to calculate the amount of total value locked. I think that might be why, but it's probably going to be a top 5, if not top 3, you know, decentralized application on Ethereum in the long term, right? It's already one of the biggest NFT platforms now, because technically those .eth domains are NFTs. And I really like, you know, potentially educating you all on crypto. I know this may kind of be complicated if you're new to crypto, but this is why you're hopefully watching and enjoying this live stream, and you know, hearing stuff that you might not have ever heard before, right? In-depth technical analysis patterns like what I just drew on XMR, how to go about doing this. You know, I share this with you freely, and of course, you know, if you want to learn even more, then you can check out the master course. But always, I'll share this freely because my goal is to give you, you know, the best value possible. Okay, this is my full-time job, so any support is greatly appreciated through likes, comments, and we got a bunch of new comments here. We got AJ Kadam talking about XRP, so I might cover that as well. But any support, okay, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on those bell notifications. Okay, you see the value that you're getting in these streams, you're seeing the calls I'm making. Don't miss out. Okay, you don't want to miss out on some of the important live streams, so turn on those bell notifications so you're always updated. And you know, the crypto market never sleeps, which is why most of the day, even sometimes most of the night, I'm up and looking at crypto, looking at the news, looking at these charts, all of that for your benefit. So if you appreciate that hard work, please consider dropping a super chat. Okay, that's one of the things that helps support the live stream the most and keeps me doing this on a daily basis. I told you I'm not like other YouTubers who go hiding in a corner during the bear market. I don't like that type of behavior. And you know, I've been through it all, the bull markets, the bear markets, this entire crypto winter, which is one of the roughest moments in my investing career, but I stayed steady. And guess what was after that, right? One of the biggest moves higher we ever saw in crypto. Okay, so the long-term hard work pays off. You need to stay patient. You know that sometimes, right, there's months of flatness in crypto. Okay, and I'm sure that, you know, we'll see what happens now. It could last longer or shorter, right? But I'm sure this is not the only time we're going to see a bearish period, maybe a downtrend, maybe a flattening, maybe a consolidation. But guess what, right? Historically, we've only gone higher on, especially, you know, Bitcoin and Ethereum, we've only gone higher. Okay, so look at these gains, folks. Okay, this is what you're potentially missing out on certain coins, the better coins. If you're not in it, you know, during the hard periods, that's when you get the biggest gains. Okay, why is that? It's because other people are not willing to put in the effort. And that's why I want to thank and actually congratulate all of you for being a part of this amazing cryptocurrency market and community, and hopefully the best community on YouTube, the Right Trader community, with all your amazing comments. But guess what? Okay, this is the type of community where we might be getting in at peak bottoms like this. Okay, so look at that. Even on a coin like Bitcoin, that's what's possible. Over 1,000% gains, over 1,500% gains, if you're willing to hold through and be in it when other people aren't. Okay, because why did people do the best, the people who were getting in here? Okay, it's because no one was paying crypto. No one was paying attention. Everybody had given up on it, so to say. And guess what, right? They probably dearly regretted it after this move higher. Okay, I've known about Bitcoin ever since it was, you know, at $300, maybe even $200. And you know, I hadn't actually bought in it on that first move there. Okay, and probably the best Ethereum buy price that I got was around $3,000, if I believe. And you know, it was probably actually on one of these drops over here, right? I believe it was this drop over here. It was a huge market cap drop in a single day. And you know, or maybe it was this 4,000 area, 4,500. Bitcoin had literally dropped 40% in a day. And I thought to myself, okay, and no one wants to buy, by the way, when it's peak fear. Okay, that's something that really comes with market experience and having the stomach to handle that. But when you see Bitcoin, you know, looking like it's literally going to disappear from the face of the earth, you can see it right here. I'm not lying. What is that? A 40% drop on Ethereum, okay, in one single day. Okay, the biggest market cap crypto. Guess what? It wasn't a comfortable time to buy, but I thought to myself, why would the biggest coin in the market drop 40% in a single day? Okay, what is the logic behind that? There wasn't any particular news. I believe there was some China FUD, but that was about it. And guess what, right? That was one of the best times to buy in the last few years. Okay, so we could be gearing up for another opportunity like that. In fact, we may already be, depending on what you're thinking, we may already be in that opportunity right now as we speak. Okay, this might have been the flattening out, this might have been the bottom. We can't know for sure. And that's why what I'm personally doing, and I probably should be doing more of it, it's just dollar cost averaging into this. Okay, we have another comment here by Vernon. He's now a regular on the live stream, and he's saying, thank you so much for the updates. Can you please take a look at Quant? Now, I already covered Quant early in the stream, but I'll go ahead and quickly go over it just because you are a regular viewer and I appreciate the support. And by the way, thank you to all our regular viewers. Okay, your support is greatly appreciated. So if you ask me for a comment like that, I'm not going to say no, even if I already covered the coin, but we're just going to talk about it quickly here. Basically, you know, it held its $115 support level and now got a breakout above this previous short-term high. So we're now confirming higher highs. We have an uptrend going on and everything is looking bearish, literally. Okay, even the volume extremely bullish on this breakout for Quant. It looks like it wants to make an attempt for $150, and it's probably going to start uptrending more and more and just hold this uptrend line here. This could even be one of the coins that kind of leads the market and is one of the first coins to start pumping, so to say, ahead of what could be the next bull run. Okay, and we had AJ asking about XRP, so I haven't forgot about that comment. We're going to go ahead, bounce over there, take a look at it as well. So let's see what's going on with XRP. Now, let me just, actually, I don't even need to clean this up. I'll explain what I had drawn here. So we had our range, which was this, you know, purple rectangle. Okay, now this was a bigger range that I drew just in case we were going to drop lower. We actually didn't end up doing that as of yet, and to be honest, I don't think it's going to be that easy for XRP to move below $30 again. sorry, 30 cents. I don't even know if it's going to move back below 38 cents again, because it's really put in a nice base now. And in fact, we're getting a little bit of a bounce right here. You know, what did I tell you all? What did I tell you? This is why I want you to become regular viewers of this live stream, is because you're going to know what I talk about, and then you're going to see over the course of the next few days and weeks how accurate my calls are. Of course, I'm not always right, but if I had to say so myself, I think I'm one of the persons that makes the most accurate calls in the entire crypto market space. Okay, now guess what? We came back and tested what I said we would. Okay, we could maybe even go back down a little bit lower, but basically we tested it. Okay, and I said we're gonna come back and test this 43-cent level. Okay, if you were watching the live stream where I said that, please go ahead and confirm that to all our viewers in the comment section down below. But I said we have a bit of an open gap. It wouldn't be surprising if we came back and tested 43 cents before potentially moving back higher. Guess what? That's the exact level on the dot pretty much that we went to, that we tested. Okay, and now potentially we'll be heading a little bit higher. Maybe it'll want to test it a little bit more, you know, maybe down to 42 cents or so, but I think we're going to be heading back to 50 cents plus. And really, okay, after that, after we get back about 50 cents again, I think we're really going to get that move to 70 cents or so. So still a good amount of upside ahead in the short term. And you know, whenever the SEC lawsuit gets dismissed, that is something that if it happens, it could literally cause the next bull market. Okay, you know, XRP has historically been a top 3 coin. It's not as of right now, but it's not that far off. So, you know, that's something that we could see happen again. XRP regaining that top 3 spot. Okay, especially after the lawsuit could end. Okay, so this is a pretty big deal. The opportunity here is tremendous. And let's see here, we got even more comments. We have Wilhelm saying, if you have the time, I would appreciate looking at link. No worries, I will take a look at that. Thank you for your comments, Wilhelm. I appreciate it. And please, if you appreciate the content and the work that I do for all, consider dropping a super chat. Okay, you're getting this content for free, but if you really want to support the stream and help me continue to do this on a regular basis for you all and share this valuable information, then please consider dropping a super chat. Any amount is greatly appreciated. And of course, there's other ways to support the stream, such as the technical analysis master course, with which Wilhelm you know, said that he was going to join, which is awesome. So big thank you to that. That's another way you can support the channel and also these live streams. Okay, so huge thank you to anybody who supports me either way. And you know, any of that really helps, guys. So thank you so much. Now looking at link here, Chainlink, sorry, I don't know why I typed in XLM. Looking at so many different coins, let's look at what's going on with link. So for Chainlink, like I said, okay, there's a couple things that you need to know about Chainlink before I talk about it. This is a coin that has historically been quite a bit different from other coins. You might be asking, in which way? Well, the first way that Chainlink has been different from other coins is it tends to be one of the coins with the most steady uptrends in the entire crypto market. Also, other things that are very big with the Chainlink chart, and we just got our first super chat of the day. Huge thank you to Vernon Fondong, regular viewer on the stream. He just dropped $5 to help the channel. And you know, he said, you got it, man. So thank you so much for that super chat. Greatly appreciate it. I'd love to shout you out when you give super chats, and you don't know how much that means to me. You know, it literally helps put food on the table and helps me continue to do this on a daily basis. I love doing this, and hopefully, you know, it's not the easiest thing to do in a bear market right now, where even, you know, my own income has dropped, my coins have dropped, but I want to be here with you. I don't want to leave like other crypto YouTubers. I want to be here giving you valuable information, digging in the charts for all of you, and that's why I do this. So any super chats, any support like that, donations is hugely appreciated to help support the channel. So I want everybody to also thank Vernon for helping out these live streams. And thank you so much for those $5. That's coming from Vernon Fondong here today on the live stream. Now, looking at XRP, Chainlink. I don't know why I keep going back to these other coins. So looking at Chainlink here, okay, what we're seeing here for Chainlink is, like I was saying, this is a coin that has historically actually been quite a bit different from other coins. Okay, now what do I mean by that? First off, it's been around for a long time. This is now a coin that has been around from 2017. And guess what? Unlike most coins, okay, that have fallen back down over time, it's managed to hold most of its gains, okay? In fact, we are still up from its all-time low, okay, back in 2017. So basically when it started, we're up 5,300% plus, okay? Now, there's not actually that many coins that have managed to hold those gains over time. Chainlink is one of them that has managed to do that. It's very much partnered and hugely involved with Google. Okay, that's another huge partnership that they have. I can only let you imagine the future potential of that. So those are two big things, okay? Huge partnerships with major companies, held its long-term gains, has been still uptrending steadily over the long term. And that's actually the next thing that I wanted to do, is go ahead and put in this this long-term uptrend that we're seeing here. We have still not broken out of this, okay? Now, granted, we are, you know, very close to the support around $6, but we're not below it, okay? And in fact, we're starting to bounce now, putting in the space and actually starting to bounce off this. Not only do we have this this uptrend line, but we also have a lot of horizontal support right here around the $6 level, okay? We're above the 100-day moving average, which we're above the 50-day moving average. Like I said, we're holding a lot of this uptrend, okay? And on top of that, we're not far at all from the 200-day moving average. What does that mean? That means that this coin, Chainlink, okay, which I'm sure a lot of you know what this coin is actually an outperformer, okay? We also have a steady amount of buying volume in the last few days, a bunch of green candles and a bunch of increasing buying volume. And actually, even the last few days before that, also quite a bit of buying volume as well. Now, we only need a price move of about 12% to get to our 200-day moving average, and after that we might actually end up breaking above it sooner rather than later. Now, in terms of getting back to the all-time highs, we're looking at 500% plus. I would also consider this one of the safer coins. You know, this is a coin that's you know, mostly an Ethereum based tokens, but it's also on other networks, okay? So it's quite decentralized as well in terms of which networks it's on. And you know, there's really very few, if any, bearish things about a coin like Chainlink, okay? It is the backbone of DeFi. You saw how much money DeFi had at the all-time high, $180 billion. You know, that's money that is directly interacting or in Chainlink, okay? If we go to Ethereum, same thing, $100 billion plus, could be 200, 300, 400, $500 billion down the line on the next bull market. Guess what? That money is going to be going through Chainlink, a lot of it, okay? What do I mean by going through Chainlink? I mean it being locked up in the Chainlink protocol for API information, okay? So that may be a little bit technical for some people, but basically, you know, this is a coin that's the backbone of DeFi as we know it, and that's why it's gonna, you know, suck up a lot of that value, okay? So big deal there. Fundamentally great, technically pretty much perfect as well. Especially for a crypto. You know, these cryptos tend to be volatile, lose long-term support, etc., etc., etc. I'm sure you already know that. But right now, okay, if we draw our downtrend line, now, once again, you could draw this a few different ways. If we're being less strict, we could draw it like this and say, oh, we actually broke out of the downtrend line already, okay? The only time that would not be true is this little bit over here. If you want to be more strict with drawing this downtrend line, you can go ahead and extend this a little bit like so, and you'll see that maybe we need a little bit more time here, but we're heading towards what could be, you know, this bottom and really the breakout especially, okay? And I'd pay extra close attention to Chainlink if we manage to get above $9.50, let's call it $10, okay? If we manage to get above that, that is absolutely huge for Chainlink, okay? That could really mean that we're gonna start heading back towards that $50 level. Now, huge amount of steady viewership on the stream today. I also want to thank Vernon Fondong for that $5 donation through the form of super chats. Thank you so much, Vernon, for supporting the channel, and anybody else who's willing to support the channel through super chat or any other ways through checking out my technical analysis master course, or even just leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Just want to say a huge thank you for that support. You can find me on Twitter, link in the description. This is where I post live market updates. I talked about when both cryptos and stocks were pumping earlier, and hopefully we see these pumps hold now as we're seeing the stock market futures go green. And this is why I want you to subscribe and turn on those bell notifications. You know, if you're not believing my predictions, not to say that I'm always right, but what did I say at the beginning of this live stream? I have a big smile on my face because I said we're going to be on the futures market by the end of this live stream. And guess what happened? That's exactly what's happening. Even more important for potentially us as cryptocurrency holders is the NASDAQ futures are moving even higher right now, above 0.5%. Okay, I think that's not even going to be the end. And of course, that is probably going to cause our good old cryptos, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum initially, right? Guess what? We're seeing Bitcoin now at $19,200 plus. That's higher than when we started the stream. That's exactly what I said. Okay, so I think this was just a little pullback, a little reset before we're actually going to break out maybe even of this downtrend line and then make that attempt towards what this green circle here that I drew. This is towards the 200-day moving average, okay? And it's also a key resistance level around $27,500, $28,000, and it's also our 200-day moving average, okay? So this is a very, very, very important level on the chart, and I think this is our price target if case we get a bull move and in case we get this breakout, which like I said, at this point, I am thinking we are very much going to get this, okay? I can't say 100%, not saying this is financial advice because it's not, but I think we really have a very good opportunity. If I were to say, I'd say a 70 to 80% chance now that we get a bull move higher, and then we'll have to see if that holds. If we can go even higher after that, I think it depends, you know, what's happening with some big coins like Ethereum, its NFT market. If that starts becoming hot again, things like XRP, those could really help push us back into a bull market. But initially here, we're looking at a bounce, at a rebound. So we'll watch that play out over the next few days. Probably in the next week or two, we'll get the meat of that move, you know, coming out. So as far as Ethereum, pretty similar story here. We're looking at a 50% bounce to that 200-day moving average. That'll bring us back to $2,000. That is a key resistance level as well. If we're able to go a little bit higher than that, let's call it $2,200, $2,500, we could literally be heading back to the all-time high, or slowly but surely on the way there. Okay, and also keep in mind, we want to try holding uptrends or creating uptrends. Okay, so this is something that you can easily look at on the charts, you know, draw out long-term uptrend lines. You can even draw multiple, right? Because we have different time frames for these uptrends. So sometimes, you know, I draw 2, 3, sometimes even more uptrends. I like to call them steeper or narrow uptrends. Okay, the flatter the uptrend, the more long-term it is, the more likely it is to hold. The steeper it is, the less likely it is to hold. This is pretty medium term, so I think this has a very good chance of holding here, and we're actually seeing it hold. And then we have what is even the beginning of a very sharper uptrend, which could be the short-term bounce that I'm talking about, up to that $2,000, potentially even a little bit higher level. And that's something that you can draw on your own charts on Bitcoin, etc., to kind of map out, you know, where the support is and also the direction that we're heading in the short, medium, and long term as well. If you enjoy this type of content, please smash that like button, support the live stream, leave a comment if you will, and we're going to be calling it a day for now. But I appreciate so much the support that we have today. Once again, make sure to follow me on social media, Twitter, TikTok now, a brand new page there. Just getting my first few followers on there. So thank you for the support on TikTok. And of course, folks, don't forget to check out one of the most valuable things I offer, which is my technical analysis master course, the ultimate guide to technical analysis for stock trading, cryptocurrency, and forex trading. Any type of trading, less than $20, 30-day money back guarantee, risk-free. Check it out. Great reviews from over 240 students. Link to that in the description of this video. And please, of course, if you haven't already, folks, don't miss these live streams. Packed with value. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on those bell notifications. You want to see these calls happen in real time. Like I said, right, we're seeing Bitcoin, ETH now move even higher, especially on the data feeds on you know, CoinGecko, these coin market caps. Sometimes the individual exchanges might have a $100 or so difference in price. We're seeing actually we're really holding 19,200 right now. We're moving higher into this 1,300 range for ETH, which is a key level. I want us to head as far away from $1,250. Okay, so higher is what I'm saying. I want to be much higher than $1,250, and I think we have a good chance of making that happen, as we're seeing a bunch of sweet green come back into the crypto market and hopefully get that move above 22,000 for Bitcoin and above 1,500 for Ethereum. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Huge thank you for the live stream. Great live stream today. Huge, great viewership. Thank you, everybody. I will be seeing you all soon on the next live stream. And big thank you again to Vernon for that super chat. See you soon, everybody, and Thanks for watching.